Hello everyone, I'm Space Wizard Total War. Welcome on into another Immortal Empires campaign. This time we'll be taking over the Master Moulder of Hell Pit, Throt the Unclean. Series uploads will be going up every Monday, Wednesday, and a double upload on Friday. But for our faction effects, for our 3-armed Fatty Ratty, we have access to the Clan Moulder Flesh Laboratory. It's going to be immune to mountain attrition. All of our characters are going to have 10% extra hit points and construction cost minus 50% for breeding stock, pits of the Packmasters, horse feeding chambers, which sounds lovely, and the laboratory building. His individual lord effects are minus 20% rather, upkeep for wolf rats, rat ogres, mutant rat ogres, brood horrors, and hell pit abomination units. His passive ability, he's going to regenerate his health. He's also got the beast pack, allowing him to summon in a unit of rat ogres that do degrade over time, but those are going to be nasty. He also has another passive ability, the Master Controller, giving an augment in a 35-meter range of plus 5 melee defense and leadership for all of his affected units. And lastly, he gets plus 10 armor for those wolf rat, rat ogres, mutant rat ogre, brood horror, and hell pit abomination units. So all of the Moulder units he is going to be giving a little bit of extra armor to. For his starting location, Throt's virulent experiments continue apace in Hell Pit, the desolate Norscan mountains. He's going to be up here in Hell Pit. He's going to start with a single province, a very powerful one. And he's going to be surrounded by Kislev, a whole bunch of Norskins, and then the different warriors of chaos as well, and then the Empire down in the south. So lots of enemies and lots of people to stitch together and grab all their best bit parts. For Throt's lore, Throt's status as one of the Hell Pit's most feared lords is evident from his ability to create and lead to battle vast numbers of bloodthirsty creatures. Exercising more control over his minions than even the most adept Packmaster, it is no surprise that he is a forerunner in advancing Clan Moulder's status, winning many Skaven battles accompanied by his packs of war beasts. Whenever Throt personally joins a fight, he wields Creature Killer, a modified things catcher of his own design that can grab and throttle even beasts the size of a rat ogre. Additionally, Throt carries a special whip made from minotaur hide and cured and trolled digestive juices, even the hunchback and mutated things that scuttle through the warrens of Hell Pit with senses dulled fear its stinging pain. He is a lovely sort. For our settings, we're going to be playing on a very hard difficulty, with the in-game difficulty set to 150 with an early warning timer of 5 turns. I feel like the Skaven, even if they saw something bad going down, they would completely ignore it until it was too late. So we're going to drop that back a little bit. I'm not going to go on Ultimate Crisis mode because we would get punted out of existence, but we'll keep all of the rest of them on. And with all of that out of the way, let the experimentation begin.
Experiments! Ratkin! Set ready! Fight for Moulder Clan! Fight for Throt!
Yes, let's get it going. This is the Immortal Empires beta. Got all the good details here. I'll slow it down so you can pause and grab them if you want. They don't have the flyovers for this one to allow a bit more, from what they said, of a sandbox experiment. So we'll grab a Conrich Scuttle, who is a beautiful Packmaster. He's going to have a little bit of a bonus versus large. He's not bad, not at all. He is also going to heal all of the Moulder monsters if he's in melee with them, which is going to be nice. So let's keep Conrich in with Throt. And then if you want to know kind of how the overview of your faction is, you just hit escape. You got your Flesh Laboratory, your Skaven Under Empire, the food, and our corruption. Real fast before we get going. Swing over to, we'll figure it out eventually, the settings I'm using for now. We may bump these up, but this is the current settings. I usually drop shadow detail down to either medium or off, just because, well, I don't play with no shadows, but down to medium because there's not a big difference between ultra and medium, and it is a giant impact on performance. So let's get back into it. We start off with Hell Pit, which is an awesome settlement here. I'm going to immediately chuck in the upgrade for the Hell Pit, turning it into his Skaven Hive. And then we'll jump into this first battle here. I meant to look over his starting army, but he's got 2 units of Clan Rats with shields, some Skaven Slave spears, 2 Night Runners with slings, which are going to be quite nice, better than the normal Skaven Slaves with slings, obviously. And then the Mutant Rat Ogre, Wolf Rats, one of them which is a bit instability. It's got plus 4 melee attack, 10% extra weapon strength, and then the Bound Warp Lightning Rod, which is kind of cool. I was doing a bit of research on how to best start up Throt's campaign here, so after looking over at Legend Total War, we jump into the Flesh Lab. If we swing over to the monster augments, because we have one that is already augmented, if they have any kind of instabilities, they actually get the upgrades here, or the mutations, for a less cost. So if we were to do it on this one, it would cost 25 of our mutagen, which we have only 100 of. On this one, since it has an instability, it only costs 12 per. And what we're looking for is the cellular instability up here, and we're going to stick that on this one. So we'll have a bound spell that makes him explode. So we're going to hopefully not get too many instabilities here. It starts with a few. So we'll apply that one. And then forced, I'm not going to be able to say that, but it applies 2 random augments. So, of the unlocked variety. So let's actually go over here and unlock some. Oh, I guess it's not as easy as that. Fair enough. So he hasn't gained any extra instabilities. This is only an instability 2, which is perfect. We just need to get up to cellular instability and not use any more. We're still at 64. So we're going to keep on going. Now we need Weeping Bone Spines. He actually has the 3rd instability now, so if we're not lucky, we may end up having just to recycle this one. Still no, we're good. All we need is to unlock this last one. And now it has the explosive instability, meaning if we really can't use it in combat at all, so we will recycle this rat, gaining 200 growth juice to start. Fills up about halfway to the first wolf rat cluster. I think it's best to save probably until the mutant rat ogre one. Going all the way to the Hell Pit Abomination, while nice, you don't get quite as much mutagen. So we'll swing back over to our big boy here and apply the cellular instability.
If not work,
beautiful. The only downside being that it has less casualty replenishment, but we'll work with that by keeping it in combat with Throt and the Packmaster to heal it. I was going to see if we wanted to do any upgrades to the lab itself, but I don't think we have. Now we got to wait till turn 2 to actually do any of those, and then we have to claim some growth vats. So maybe a good idea to claim one of these first ones, probably the rat ogres, so we have access to these a little faster. Okay, I think we're mostly going to be not performing diplomacy unless they're Skaven. Lots of things here for us to be pulling apart and adding their best bits to our creatures. So, Helena Zarkova, prepare yourself. She's got herself some armored Kossars. Biggest threat here I see is the Snow Leopard. We're not going to spend any food on Menace Below. I don't see any need for it. What's the map looking like? Plenty of opportunities to be sneaky. Let's get it. Death to Kislev. Let's get this going. Let's take a look at some of our units we get working with. Moulder has some of by far the coolest units. It's got our nasty, mutated abomination here. Grafted all sorts of extra bits to make him better. I'm not sure what this boiler does. Maybe it speeds him up. Imagine that backfiring, though. And I know it happens. Skaven are, on tabletop, from what I know, they're all the time their own weapons are blowing up on them and causing damage. Wolf rats, which is an unfortunate blend. I'm sure these were normal Skaven at one point. Now they're half wolfy. Our night runners. Love the aesthetic on the rat ogres. These guys are vastly superior to normal ogres. And then our lowly Skaven slave spears with their rusty pokies. Where you at, Throt? He's hiding. Oh, they're over here in the woods.
dominate all things.
And the big boy himself and his unique hero that came with his DLC, the Packmaster. Two amazing units. Throt's got some animations where he rips off some chunks of warpstone and gulps those down. I'm sure that's not healthy for you. Everything in moderation. Let's add the troops together. Let's see. We'll put the normies over here to take the brunt of the attack. And then we'll have the mutant ogre and the others behind. And we'll put them aside, and then we'll put Conrich and Throt in and amongst them. Throt can be a little further away because he's got a massive leadership bubble there. We'll put the Night Runner slings. How much range do you guys have compared to Kislev? 140 as opposed to... Oh, these guys are going to have really poor AP, probably. Armor piercing, 1. Yeah, we probably want to throw them at the Kossars then. Or this Snow Leopard.
Yes, yes.
I'm probably not going to... Well, I may deploy them. We'll put them over here, so I can throw them over the rocks. Try to lure them in.
Clan rats.
The clan rats alongside. Change our strategy just a little bit. Then the lowly spears we'll just put out in front of our monsters to screen for any crossbow fire. Our surviving wolf rats, I'm going to stick over here. Come on, guard mode.
Yes.
Alright. Well, we'll make this all one group, and this all one group.
Throt.
Let's get it. Kislev must fall. We've got food to gather. I'm sure the Snow Leopard has some parts we could use.
Night runners. Yes, master, lord.
I don't know about the normals. They seem to be weak.
Squeak, squeak. Good, good.
Send them around.
Spears.
Yeah, we're gonna send the spears up into the woods, and then Throt and his monsters. Oh, I'm missing the Packmaster. Around that way. Do we outrun range the Kossars? That's my next question. 140. No, we exactly range the Kossars. She has ice magic, so we want to be aware.
Council's command.
Get into the woods. Those are dervishes. I don't know if they beat you in a straight-up fight.
Night runners.
Scoot up a wee bit. Now we're taking fire.
Yes.
Now let's have them get up and in there then.
Yes.
Those are the armored variety.
Now tail's yours.
You move up and fire on them, and you on them.
Tail's one.
Send them in, and then this whole squad just crush into those spears all together.
Throt.
I'll send the mutant through. Looks like they're focus firing him down.
Mutator.
Summon a group of ogres over here. They're focus firing the mutant one quite nicely.
Spears.
Alright, spears are tying them up. Get these rat ogres around. Gonna take them a moment. Have them charge down the Snow Leopard. Oh yeah, we're getting in there now. Oh, the body slam. Alright, let's see if I can't drag it into this next squad. Although there are horsemen in our way now. We'll have the Packmaster hunt down that, and then where's Throt? You murder the Snow Leopard. Magic's gonna be a problem. Throt was moving a bit slow, wasn't he? Alright, let's pull these things out since they really have pretty poor melee attack. They need to be charging in on repeat. See how much damage we do to our own troops. A bit more than I meant to. Listen, that's just the best way to use your Skaven slaves is for target practice. There we go.
The creature killer. Ready, ready.
Throt versus the Snow Leopard. Beautiful little packets of blood. Yeah, no hope. Time to leave. Let's get these ones moving in on another group. Probably charging in on these dervishes. Those clan rats are leaving. They fought hard. Skaven slaves chasing off these Kossars, exactly what we want. Most of their spines are laying on the ground. You saw what happened to them. Oh, hang on now. Yeah, chase her off. We need her to stop with the magic. That was devastating my clan rats.
Food, food.
Bring these guys up. You keep firing on that one. Their leader is gone. We've just got to break their last couple units. Kislevites in there by their blood. Oh, I completely forgot about my wolf rats. They were just frolicking in the woods the whole battle. Probably would have been real good to shut down their archers. You get back down there and chase her off. Yum, 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 yum. That's very true. Victory. We will allow that to end. We've chased down a good portion of them. Alright, our first decisive victory out of the way. We took a little bit more damage on this boy than I would have normally wanted, but that's alright. We shall probably enslave them for the extra food. Getting this food up to either surplus or plentiful is what I want pretty quickly. We gained a man-thing slave. I feel like we should have gained a few of them after that one.
Endless hunger.
Got any quest battles, my friend? Gonna have a mission at rank 3, and then the Whip of Domination gives him a quest battle. Extra leadership for all his wolf rats and all his Moulder monsters. And then charge bonus for Skaven slaves. 15 is quite nice. I think they start with like 3. 3 exactly. Alright, perfect. Well, let's see. For Help It, I was going to chuck into this exotic animal tamer, but I'm going to wait probably until we've upgraded it at least once. Let's throw in the Rattling Warrens for additional growth. So we can get that building moving up as fast as we can. That settlement, rather. Route Marcher, I actually think we will not do Route Marcher first. We'll go for Inspiring Presence for extra experience. And then I'll probably do Route Marcher second. Because we can reach Fort Struckhoff regardless. Commandment for Help It. I think we'll go for the Expansionist planning. Make Help It great again. Here on diplomacy.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone around us hates us.
Kislev.
As one would expect. Either they hate us or they pretend we don't exist. The rates available just yet. Rank 7 with our faction leader. The dominating one is the one we want. After issuing the Expansionist planning commandment. Oh, we'll get that next turn then. Unique Warlock Engineer and a Plague Priest. Probably aren't going to care about those so much. Let's move in on its Fort Struckhoff then. It's got some Kossars of the axe and spear variety. Troops are a wee bit wounded. It's going to give us a valiant defeat. We'll keep the menace below on the 2 that it's going to give us to start, and we will send the rats in. Alright, let's get this going. We will assault from... We'll have the main team come through here because we can split up. This is usually where I attack from. And if you have any tactics, tips, suggestions for our army or any kind of thing like that, always feel free to post those in the comments. I am very meh at this game and always would love learning and getting better. And you all are usually masterclass at this. Alright, so let's put our Night Runners... I want them over here. So they can chuck over this building too if they want to. They do have equal range to Kossars. They're a little bit more spread out. Let's have the big hateful one in the forest so he's not getting shot to start. And then we'll have our wolf rats over here in the woods too. They don't perform as well without a Packmaster, but I think they'll be fine. Let's have our normal clan rats. They'll be storming the gates with the spears over here. And the ogres in the woods with the other one and Throt. They're pretty sneaky. Actually, I think we'll take the Packmaster and send him with the wolf rats. He won't keep up with them, but he'll at least keep them safer. That actually worked for the end of the group. Alright. Group them up and let's get it. Kislevites to kill. Alright, let's send the clan rats up first this time. To take all the damage. Skitter leap on in there. Send the night runners up too. Have you guys go stand in the thing so they can't build it. Now that they're focused on our others, we'll send Throt and everyone else up. They will switch their targets pretty quick. Let's just send you up to claim the leadership building. And we'll send the Packmaster with him. He can slow up and fire on the others if he needs to. Beautiful. Sling's going out. We're getting a little bit of damage. Pull this thing back. It's getting shot by everyone yet again. Clan rats in. Throt. And then we do have our menace from below, so we'll use that here in just a moment. I think we'll kick in a menace right here. Surprise. Maybe. Avam, lads. Meat's back on the menu. They should crush them. Throt, you need to keep... I mean, that was awesome, but I didn't want you to charge into spears directly. Maybe go around. They've come through to fight them. Works for me. Let's send him back over to claim the point. They're getting shot up. But we're ultimately winning that archery duel. Scoot these night runners over to there and then get these guys moved up a little bit so they have more firing arcs. Summon the rat ogres. Well, big boy is getting dropped. Everything's targeting him. It's because you're ugly, my friend. I'm sorry. They heard that I was going to give you that ability. Alright, let's summon these rat ogres in, please. And then charge Throt back in. Alright. Save our Packmaster as well. Bust up out of the ground. And take you some Achilles tendons. They should annihilate those Kossars. As soon as we claim this one, and we'll charge them in as well. Finish them off. Charge those rat ogres through, and actually we'll get these ones around. Clan rats, just stop them from firing on us. We'll send the normies forward to claim points. You go out, sit out in the woods, think about what you've done. Over here and claim this point. Night runners fight fine. They're not storm vermin, but they do alright. Slam into those Kossars. Luckily, I think that's the summon unit. I hope. Yeah, cool. My unit is safe. I'm thinking this one is just about a wrap. Oh, I thought he was going to pick someone up with it. Can you how he does in the trailer? Nobody is a monster. Get all these dudes charging in. Just waiting on the by our blood to break. By your blood indeed. Decisive victory. Alright, so we lost 74. We gained a little bit of growth fat, some food, some warpstone armor, which is awesome. Direct damage in an area of effect. Yes, please. I think what we'll do is... Ooh. We could raise the settlement and then come back and claim it. Because I don't know if we... Because we can settle... we're loot and occupied either way, right? Let's sack it first. And then we'll come back and snatch it on up. For that provincial instability. Yeah, we'll gain nothing, but that's fine. Let's come in at level 1, because I don't really want to drop into the food shortage. And Fort Stroghoff belongs to us. I think the building we'll chuck in is going to be the rubbish bit. Make some cash till we claim Fort Ostrosk down here. Get some upgrades. Yep, yep. Now we'll go for Route Marcher. Start working on Moulder knowledge. Speed and charge bonus. Although what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is make him a monster. So we'll go ahead and go through tail weapon and that sort of thing. And then we'll probably go for his blue line too. He has, now that they go to 50, he has a good bit of capability to go all the way up and get all his good points that you would normally want. We're con rich. Stimulate growth is probably pretty nice. Since we're not in a territory I care about growth-wise so much, let's go for scavenge for extra post-battle loot. And then we'll take a look at, see what kind of soldiers we can recruit up in. And we have normal slings. I think we'll grab one more unit of Escape and Slave spears and then 2 units of slingers. Our mutagens down to 3. We gain more in battle. How do we gain more mutagen? Conversion, growth vat, and that's it. Okay, so when you recycle dudes, or when you empty out your growth vat, now we're getting there. We are getting there. Alright, well that's gonna be our first intern. We need to get creature killer, we need to embed a warlock engineer hero into the following lord's army. Throt. Throt's legendary Things Catcher creature killer is on the fritz, as he attempted to throttle a rat ogre to drag into his wretched flesh laboratory. One of the prongs on the apparatus, business end, snapped loose, becoming entirely detached. Ugh. Mechanical tinker fixing is for scryer dregs. It's stupid boring. Throt lamented out loud as he shoved a warpstone laced energy bar into his mouth. He'd always been suspicious of scryer engineers, which he considered small brain for being so obsessed with machinery, when tinkering with natural and unnatural anatomy was so much more interesting. But warlock engineers have the knowledge and means to restore his legendary weapon, and regardless of the cynicism of the tinker rats, his beasts weren't going to throttle themselves. So all we need is a warlock engineer, and we get 5,000 treasury and creature killer, giving us extra 12 bonus versus large, more armor piercing, melee defense, and bonus versus large for the entire area. That's pretty awesome. Quit screaming. We will quickly go in here and toss in the devious plans. We don't really have access to the ferocious ones yet. Yep, so we got what we got. The next army is down here with Nikolai Talichev. We shall assist him in leaving this earth post-haste. Let's kick in the dominating scheme for 3k, giving us extra 40 growth, 3 food per turn, and 2 control. Recruitment cost is what it is. Beautiful. Let's send him in. Oh, it's for him. I was trying to figure out why that we were having a quest just to grab a engineer, so we'll have to put it in a laboratory pretty quick. Onward. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave this dude fully out of combat because of how unhealthy he is, but another town to burn to the ground. Take a look at Fort Ostrosk here. This is going to be the site of our new Boyar Burger restaurant. Luckily, we have lots of Kislevites to farm. I think we attack from here and here. Let's grab the Night Runners. We'll have them in harm's way to start. They can handle it more than most. The Night Runners, and then we'll grab the Skaven Slave Slingers, which we care much less about, and we'll stick them over here. Spread them apart a little. And then we'll put a unit of slaves and rats together on both. big boy mutant is going to go in the woods so he stays safe. We can probably heal him up if we get him into combat with Throt and the other one together, which is what we're going to try. We're going to grab the Packmaster to lead this assault team. Got the Wolf Rats coming in to try to claim the leadership spot. We'll put them over here. We'll have you have the Rat Ogres with you. Hold them back behind the main attack line here. Alright, Battle Group A. And Throt's team. Send the Skaven Slaves in to die, and we'll get this going.
Ready.
Ready, Throt? Pet, what a good ratty. Let's do it. Alright, they're actually out of range of that team, which is awesome. I think they're just barely. Scoot over and fire on these dervishes. We're going to have the slaves move up and engage with them. Throt is going to go with them. Beautiful. Slings going out into those unarmored dervishes. Scoot it up. No one is protecting the leadership area. We're going to send them in right away. We'll have the slingers move together. Mm-hmm. And we'll send the clan rats in to just claim this point. With the ogres moving in to crush the Kossars with the Packmaster. Alright, this group is moving to intercept, unfortunately for them. So are my rats. Oh, don't run a rat, you know what's happening. The death moles emerge. The dervish is going to move back and charge them, but that's going to be fine. Let's actually pull you back so you're not inside the walls. Scoot it over with Throt then. Perfect, the spears move up and took all the damage for us. Let's summon some rat ogres right there. Want them to charge down the hill. Or get in there. This is all of their melee bonus is going to be used up elsewhere. Awesome. Move over and claim this point. We'll have the Skaven Slave Spears move up and engage with those Kossar Spears over there. Oh, the Vermintide. Actually didn't get much damage on those other Kossars. They did a very good job of fighting back. Let's stop them from running away. Should be obliterating this group. Sweet. Nope, no run. No escape. Just death. Wolf Rats claimed point. Let's get them down. And we can get them charging into these dervishes. Just gotta keep them away from the Boyar. All of these guys move up together. Should be beating the brakes off of that squad. Oh, the Kossars are all spread out weird. They're also squirting blood. Nope. Keep fighting. You're doing very well. See how this other team's doing. Let's have the slingers actually just scoot up to this point here, where they're in this choke point. That'll work for me. And you work with the Packmaster. Let the Skaven Slave Slingers working on the Kossar Spears. Oh, they got caught. Pull through. Just ignore the Boyar and get your charge bonus on these dervishes. Get them out of here. Oof, yeah, the Boyar's gonna body those rats. Pull you on out. Team Super Cool is moving in to help. Crushed them. Turn around and get this group. Should get a beautiful charge. Rats are claiming this point. They already did claim it. No, I can't miss the charge. There it is. A little more lackluster than I was expecting. Your glorious mustache won't save you, sir. He's so sad he came here. Just an absolute nightmare for Kislev. Take it off a slow-mo. Ooh, this thing's gonna get focused down so hard. You better start shooting him now. Alright, get in there. Wolf rats, come help. You get in there before it explodes, we can get a cellular instability. Yes, sir. That's a unit of dead Kossars. Well, if we're not lucky, it's going to be a unit of dead mutant rat ogres, too. Their boyar is pretty much all that remains. No, I take it back. Got a unit of Kossars over here, kind of getting us sandwiched in. Let's move you with the rat ogres so you keep them healing. Throt defeated this group over here, so scoot everyone up.
Our tile's yours.
We're really lucky they chose not to shoot him. God, that'd be a nightmare, this thing rounding the corner in your town. Yep, you are now half the man you used to be. Let's move up and deal with them. We'll have our slingers come over and claim these points. So we really need to shut down their shooting at us. Yeah, caught between the mutant ogre and the spears, there's nowhere really to go. How much health do you have left? 700? Maybe let's get you away from their towers.
Night runners. Forward, backwards.
And this one. Stay as far away from these towers as we can get you. Keep chasing them off. That looks to be the victory. I think the Boyar's just got his by our blood. We'll speed things on up. As he gets bullied by the rat ogres. That's just a taste. First your tents, then your houses. Decisive victory. Yes, yes. This man is basically dead, though, so we need to do everything we can to keep our poor mutant rat ogre safe. He blew up a unit, but he has been ultimately not as good as I would have expected. Ooh, do we have enough to bring it in at tier 2? We surely do. Let's sack it first, because we gain more cash that way. The Skaven, I believe, burned down all the towns regardless, so, or all the buildings. Gained another man-thing slave. It's very good to me. Extra leadership in fighting against humans. Alright, Throt.
Master Lord of
Let's do some leveling up. I think tail weapon, and then... Ooh, Ruin and Decay seems pretty good. Let's go for Ruin and Decay on both of them. We'll probably go for Verminous Valor. We'll get up to Verminous Valor, and then we'll go for the Moulder knowledge to make all our beasties stronger. At rank 12, we get access to Remoldered, so we're going to haul them that way as fast as we can. Get your passives moving, and we'll come back over here and claim the fort. Yeah, we'll bring it in at tier 2. What about tier 3? Ah, not quite. Tier 2 it is. Druzhina has been destroyed and forgotten. Oh, don't worry, guys. We will use you to your best bits to fight your friends. Put in walls here since they give me some income. Now we'll recruit up some more troops. We're almost up to the wolf rats. We have 4 slingers total. I think we get 1 more unit of slingers, although I generally like having 6. We'll do 6 slingers and then... Ooh, some more spears and normal? I don't know. Skaven slaves are not great. We'll keep them in just so we have bodies for now. Replace them with beasties later on. Expansionist planning seems good to me. Get these moving up to tier 3 as fast as we can, and then we'll switch it over. That's the only issue with all the buildings here in Kislev's hometown. The oblasts are all only tier 3 minor settlements, with the exception of Erengrad, Kislev, and Prague.
The motherland needs no other.
So we need to move over here and claim Prague quickly. Or alternatively, we could just move over here and stomp out Consolidating, because this faction never really does much. Do we get any diplomacy with Consolidating? Perhaps be like, hey, buddy, we also don't like the Ice Court. We'll help you out. Turns out no.
Dominate.
Quick deal with anyone? I don't trust you. I'm gonna bring down Azazel just because. Alright, as far as our lab goes, can we spend any money? We can do a mutagen buyback. I think we may want to do a mutagen buyback. Gives us 100 free mutagen. Not free, we paid for it, but 100 mutagen. We can start working on the infantry augments. Or better yet, we could bloodworm and turn our monsters into the undead. Ooh, see, what if we give this dude the hunger? I'm trying to look at the only issue is if he breaks, he will then go away. I feel like we need a whole army of undead. Army of undead rats sounds awesome. Or any of these others ones give you negative effects? It can't really give you any more negative effects. Contaminating attacks would be cool. What do those do? It doesn't tell me. Probably leadership. It looks like probably minus however much leadership. That's always awesome. We got 55 melee attack. Losing 5 would only drop you down to 50. Decisions. How long till we can do more upgrades to help it? Probably quite a while. So yeah, let's go in here and do that mutagen buyback. Cha-ching. And then...
What does this bit do?
Yeah, let's do some infantry upgrades. Hopefully we can get some Skaven Slave Spears with some instabilities. Let's do the one that's not as upgraded, yeah? Let's go for extra armor. Seems pretty useful.
New aberration.
Ooh, 20 armor total. Turns out those band-aids didn't do much. Own hard tumors. Filling the body make it more likely the enemy attacks are deflected. That's awful. And that will give you frenzy.
For science.
No instabilities just yet. We're running low on mutagen. Give you the soldier serum.
Crossbreed.
Minus upkeep sounds good. Smart feeding. Failed experiments can yield successful or useful results, even if those results are a little more than a living food supply for the rest. Oh, he has a little sad face. And apply.
Give creation thing life.
Alright. 50% chance to have an instability next time. Kinda hoping he gets one. We're back down to no mutagen.
Eat.
Our devious plans have been researched. I feel the deviousness already. Let's upgrade the nest nursery over here. I think it's time to strike out against Prague.
Must feed.
We could alternatively come over and deal with the other Obelisk. Looks like everyone hates us. They condemn treaties with the Brotherhood of the Bear. We have treaties with the Brotherhood of the Bear? Who is that? And where? No, we don't. You're lying.
I do not forgive. I do not forget.
Oh, you're over here.
I always secret.
You're gonna get murdered by Azazel. You keep your mouth shut. We need a breeding stock for ferocious plans. Well, that makes me sad. White dirty it is. Send Throt over to Prague. Yes, yes.
I go.
Grigor. Alright, Grigor. We are going to serve you a defeat sandwich. Extra salt. Yeah. We're just going to overload it with slingers. I don't think we can recruit any other heroes now. We need to upgrade. Help it. If we upgrade it, we get access to a chieftain. which is going to be amazing. At least another fighter for us. And another turn.
Cold makes me.
You think you're safe behind these walls, Grigor? We are going to show you how wrong you are. We could technically claim this wolf rat cluster. And I say, no, we can't. Turns out I was wrong. Let's swing in here now. Ooh, the Taskmaster's platform. I think we would rather have a breeding stock. And we need the laboratory, right? That's over tier 3. Okay, so an exotic animal tamer it is. Nest nursery, and we'll upgrade the clan barracks as well. Grigor has himself an absolute ton of cavalry. And defending the walls are a good chunk of Kislev's finest. I think we'll be fine though. Let's see if we can recruit up another lord. I would love a master assassin would be cool. Is there not a Moulder? Is a master Moulder is something we're missing still, huh? Master Moulder would be awesome. I don't want a warlord. I think we'll probably go for a gray seer of... This one has a knowledgeable one. We can do a gray seer of plague. Is he gonna increase our upkeep by 78 plus 250? Yeah, pretty cheap. We'll have him running along with Throt. Hopefully he can catch up next turn. Give him a really small contingent of, like, I don't know, some slings. We do have to worry about our food consumption, but we'll get that sorted out. Let's send Throt forward. Oh, wait. Are you guys at war with anyone I can...
will face the fist
You
of
surely are. Alright, Gormandy tribe.
Fury.
Would you like to pay
I'm
me
told
money
you want to talk.
to help you in your
How
war?
disappointing. I was
Oh, I don't want
restless
non-aggression.
for
I
a
want
fight.
cash. Excuse me? This is borderline insulting.
No delay.
We'll take it out even blood later on, don't worry. And now we're at war with Prague. Let's deal with it. Oh, they've got the storm going. Bunch of nonsense. Okay, so instead of doing any menace below now, let's chuck in some siege towers. We've got some beaters to knock down their walls, so we really just need the towers to get in. And Throt plus the Packmaster can pretty much eviscerate all of these dervishes solo. We'll continue the siege. Your end is nigh, Grigor. This when contingency shows up. Did realize we are only positive in food due to our rights. We need to sort that out pretty quickly. Grigor is feeling brave. He's gonna send his troops out to engage me on the battlefield. You do have an absolute ton of cavalry. And we may have a hard time just because of the cavalry. I'm willing to try it, though. Let's grab a couple units of minutes from below. I think 2 is probably safe. Any more than that, it used to show you your food up here at the top so you knew how much you were hurting yourself. We'll grab 3 to be safe. Scout the terrain out. Probably pull most of our forces to this forest here. And as this is water, we will find out shortly. The battle. Yeah, you think yourself brave and virtuous. You will find out how wrong you are. Yeah, that's a lake there. And that's a lake there. Full of rats that are apparently underwater. They've got the little reeds sticking up. Sneaky rats. Alright, well let's bring over our night runners. Pull them back a little bit from the water. We'll have our Skaven slave spears.
For the Vermintide! Slingers!
We've got so many slingers. with these guys in groups, so at least I know where they're at, right? And then we'll grab this group of spears. I think put them off to the side here. This group of spears. Clan rats. Hold them over a wee bit. My clan rats are going to have some debuffs, but so will the enemy. And actually, they're so low here, I think we could just chuck the stuff over them. Which could be blibbing on water for a while. Right, we'll put some rats over here.
What orders? Ready?
I'm missing a unit of clan rats. Good to know.
Yes.
This is going to be a borderline nightmare with that map. There's a lot of them, and they all have 40 charge bonus.
What orders?
Missing this group of slaves here. We'll put them in the back. And then we'll have our rat ogres.
Packmaster.
I think we want Throt over here and the Packmaster on this side. We'll have the wolf rats hanging out in these woods.
For the Valentine.
Yeah, let's see. Slingers, I mean, putting them in the woods, they're not able to really make full use of their slings, but we may pull them out of the woods when they get a little closer. Grab you and then the Night Runners. Pull these slaves up over here, and then these spears off on this side.
Now, ready. Guide us on one.
It's gonna be a nightmare no matter what.
Skaven, yes.
Let's put them...
Skaven, yes. What orders?
Hold Alt to... If you want to shift them in formation without locking them, just hold Alt. You can drag them around, and if you hit Control while you're holding Alt, you can rotate them in formation as well. Alright, well, let's grab all of our lads.
What?
We honestly just want all of them in.
Skaven slaves.
There. Yep. Oh, these are the only ones that we don't have in good formation. Okay, we'll put them... I don't know. Over here. In these woods, they can run out and throw some rocks as well. Works for me. Terrible job of grouping these guys up. Let's group all of our slingers together. There we go. In defense mode, and then all of our front line as well. Alright, we're as prepared as can be. Bring forth the horde. Oh, going for a wide approach.
Fine, yes.
I can respect it. We have 4 uses of Menace Below. I thought I only asked for 3, but I guess we'll take 4. Cavalry's going all the way around. As they do. Okay, so what we're going to do with our forces then is rotate this cluster.
At once.
Let's pull back and rotate.
Good hunting.
He can take the brunt of the charge, no problem. We'll send... Wait for him to get engaged. We've got all 4 of our Menace from below.
War beasts, hunger.
We may use one of them to break up their charge. Oh, somehow they knew these guys were in the woods. This is probably a waste of a cast. Hopefully it keeps them tied down while they get a whole bunch of nonsense thrown at them. Get away from those archers, please. Here, we're getting eviscerated by their front line. And we can't really pull back, though.
will dominate
Charge in.
all things.
Let's get our slingers up, firing on their Kossars.
Good God.
Packmaster, jump them.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they're breaking our forces with their charges, as one would expect. Alright, we are returning fire nicely over there. Let's charge a group of clan rats into this. We need this one out of the fight, just for a moment.
Driven by hunger. What?
Keep rushing forward. Work together on that group there. Clan rats are having a really hard time there. Escaping slave slingers are too. A couple units of Kossars have broken, so that is good. Kossovite dervishes. Some of our guys are coming on back.
Fight! Now! Ready now!
Crash in. Let's summon a unit of rat ogres. Another summon on. I'm gonna break up this middle line here. It's a beautiful charge coming in. I don't have a lot of time to watch it, but God, those rat ogres smash them up nicely. Alright, so we have defeated that unit. Let's switch them together over to fighting this one. Summon the ogres into there. Our slingers are breaking kind of down the line, huh? Gotta crash them back in once we can. Keep throwing. Oh, we're gonna lose him. Do the boom boom and leave. Oh, the mutant rat ogre falls. Damn, that sucks. Alright, well, we'll have another one in before too long. We perhaps were a bit greedy with this fight here. Alright, most of the line is suffering quite badly here. Just gotta work our forces together, that's all. Keep smashing them up. Scoot these guys around. Just keep firing on anyone with low armor.
Our tail's yours. Horned rats will.
Keep peppering those dervishes there.
Master Mutator!
By our blood's gonna keep them in for a little bit longer, which is really unfortunate. They're gonna get their charge bonus on these slingers. Come on, work together. Throt is bodying them there in the middle. Need my Hackmaster to come on back. Alright, we won that first one. Just keep your slings targeting the low armor. Keep smashing them up. You guys scoot on over. Packmaster's back. Charge on in. We are being broken. Pull you guys back. Keep focusing down the missile troops. We'll have the Skaven slaves rush forward and shut down someone in combat. Throt the Unclean doing heated battle. He's defending himself nicely here. Come on, dude. Finish this boyar off. He has no business fighting you. Master Moulder of Clan Moulder.
Easy for beasts.
Scoot up, fire on them. Okay, working on another unit. Looks like we've got them.
Slaves. Forward, backwards.
We did take some losses, but we have gained Prague.
Fight, fight. Ready, ready. Stop. Attack, charge.
Alright, the Boyar's broken. Just kill him, one more hit.
Throt.
I thought it was one more hit. Maybe a couple more. Throt appears to be a bit tired.
Leader of war beasts. Fight, attack. Now, ready.
Keep it up.
Now, ready now.
Keep throwing into those lightly armored units. Throt has killed their leader.
Throt.
That should break the rest of them.
Packmaster.
Alright, they're about to run away.
What? Attack, charge.
Coming on back.
Slice.
Help out the Rat Ogres.
What? Attack.
Rat Ogres need help.
Guide us, Horned One. Heal, beast pets.
Dude's about to leave. Throt over into the fight.
Die.
Kislev is breaking. Rocks into their unarmored backs. Warriors are rallying, just trying to keep everyone fighting, so they're all utilizing their ammunition.
Shriek.
Get that charge bonus off. They're nearly dead as well.
Great Anaka. We will endure.
They smashed in nicely. And victory. A very pitched battle. I'm gonna gather up some Kossars and I'll catch y'all back at the campaign map.
Our tail's yours.
A pitched battle, we did lose our mutant rat ogre, which is very sad. Bad. Micro will do that to you, though. Getting to 47 for our growth vat. We will, I think, enslave captives. There's not many defenders beyond the wall, so we'll definitely take the extra food. The growth vat batch is available, but it's just some wolf rats. I think we shall wait until it is at least the
A quest
higher
has been
tier.
issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
Fair enough. We've got our quest battle against Chaos, which would gain our Whip of Domination, and Gorich will join our forces, which is something we probably want to do pretty quickly. Enemy forces are going to be a whole bunch of Forsaken, some Chosen with Halberds, and then some Marauders and the Demon Spew, that's new. That's one of the new regiments renowned for the Warriors of Chaos. A bit of Chaos Spawn and a Giant. We definitely want to do some upgrading before we take on that battle. Hopefully get a couple more Rat Ogres and maybe even a Mutant one beforehand. We unlocked the 13th scheme, which does what now? Diplomatic Relations plus 13 with Skaven. Lords gain 2 loyalty, or at least a chance, and 13% for your heroes, and the Moulder Clan Stone gives a heal per second. Heals injured before resurrecting. What, resurrects dead combatants? That's awesome. Let's see how much skill points we gain for that win. Good deal. Grab a Ruin and Decay and start working on Moulder knowledge. I think Scavenge. Ooh, hang on now. He has a Tide of Pox and a Tide of Death. Yeah, let's grab both. Give him 2 more summons. Will give us a decisive victory, and we will lose none. We have already defeated them, so we'll allow auto-resolve to finish off the Ropsman clan. Ooh, our Packmaster is barely hanging on there. Getting 26 more growth vat, a standard discipline, and 8 food. Oh, we can put it at tier 2. What about tier 3? That's hoping for too much. Tier 2 it is for this major settlement. Sack it first, yeah?
We'll reclaim it in blood.
I doubt that highly. Move on back in and claim for Throt. Cursed city is ours.
It's alive!
Okay, but what do we want to throw in then? Taskmaster platform, probably not a bad idea. The breeding stock does not actually give us growth like I feel like it probably should. That's okay. Maybe we grab a weapons dump over here. Gutter Runners, Eshin Sorcerer. Ooh, an Eshin Sorcerer would be very nice. So would the Poison Wind Mortars. Because we could drop those in where I'm fighting with my big beasties and blow up the infantry. Think we do chuck in a weapons dump. Just not yet. Put in the SAR as well as the Rattling Warrens to get the Cursed City moving on up.
Bifurcate and transplant!
Good stuff. Then we'll grab Moulder Knowledge Part 2. Give us a little bit of extra speed. Good business. Let's upgrade the exotic animal pins. Actually generates us some more food.
All hail, horned rat!
For Sunni.
Twist
Kalashnikov.
mangle experiment!
Definitely will upgrade the Nest Layer in Fort Stroghoff. We can get some walls in.
Let the bell scream, scream!
I guess we can use him to investigate.
Ready to march.
We'll scoot on over this way.
Skitter leap!
And recruit you up some Skaven Slave Spears. I would say 3 of them. So when we jump into the Flesh Laboratory, it's 650 for the Rat Ogres, and then I think we'll probably move up to either the Brood Horror, or maybe we work towards the Mutant Ogre cluster. It actually is not guaranteed to give you what it says here. So if you pull them out at the Brood Horror, for example, it may just give you a bunch of Rat Ogres and some Skaven Slaves instead of actually a Brood Horror. So gotta keep that in mind. We're up to 5,000 again. Need to claim a growth vat batch to do any more upgrading to our lab. We will wait on that.
Purest warpstone!
Throt has some... We can do some combining. We have a lot of current income, so we can combine these dudes up and just recruit some more.
Not care. So hungry. Hungry.
And just tuck in some more slingers. 2 more slingers and I would say another unit of anvil. Albeit a very weak, flimsy anvil. Expansionist planning for here as well. Get that nasty Skaven corruption moving. 5 uses of Menace Below over here. 1 free use over here. Very good stuff. Alright, for diplomacy, have we met any other Skaven clans just yet? No. Let's see if we can do any quick deals, get any non-aggression with some hateful factions just for now, while we deal with Kislev. I'm thinking we want to squash the Ice Court fast, deal with them before they can confederate, and then we can move on the weaker faction. We do not want her to upgrade. Alright, so let's take off the corruption meter, and we'll give it another in-turn. Alright, beautiful. Not a lot happened. Looks like... Oh, you have been fully defeated there, sir. I wouldn't know how that feels. Grab Throt, and I believe we will quickly move him after Kislev. Let's move down to the bridge. Its arena is...
Certainly.
This would be the perfect opportunity to bring her down. Our cavalry is probably pretty lackluster. Let's wait on that one, and then we'll go into Ambush?
Pounce from dark.
I think so. We'll upgrade the Nest Nursery as well as the Marble Quarry.
Grey Master.
Yeah, let's bring you over in March stance to reinforce Throt. Looks like Chaos is causing some issues over here. It's random. Bearsonling? What is Bearsonling doing in here? Impressive. Impressive. Got 6k. Nothing to spend it on. Do we have any heroes we could add? Yeah, Chieftain, times 2. Let's have a cunning one. A cunning Chieftain. And we might as well recruit the other one as well. They have Guardians. They're really good to have in with your lords. Let's do an aggressive one. Shife here. Vectique and Sheaf. Good stuff to me. One more intern. We'll probably call the episode there. The uneventful intern. I believe we're not at war with the Zarina, so she won't be actually reacting to us. Let's send Shife up this direction. Let's see if we can't spy on our enemies any. Drak is probably dealing with an onslaught, and Azazel is focused elsewhere.
Absolute dominion.
We'll send Vectique down and jump into Throt's army.
Obey, Chief. Oh, mean last
And I believe, who are you at war with? Bearsonling?
Kislev.
Let's go talk to Bearsonling then.
What? The gods might compel me to
I will
kill,
join your war against
but
the Ice
I
Court
do it freely.
for some cash money.
Done.
Almost up to the Brood Horror Cluster. Throt is doing absolutely fine.
hunger.
Yeah, since we're not under threat from this side at all, I believe he's probably dealing with the Ungol still. As soon as he's finished off the Ungol, he will probably turn around and attack us, so got to keep that in mind.
Red mage.
Let's keep this guy moving down. We can actually pretend like he's weak and Throt can ambush.
Scurry forward.
Some sneaky plans. And then we've got a wizard and Throt. 13th scheme. It doesn't cost that much, and we may get into a battle with the Serena, so let's try it. Alright, Lord not moved. Yeah, Throt is chilling. How many more turns? One more turn. Awesome. Oh, the ambush worked. We got Tordemir Raskin. Alright, well, we will be starting off the next episode with a battle against Kislev, but I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Leave a like and subscribe if you had a good time today, and I'll see you on the next one.